Gul'dan versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
There are 9 classes for you to choose from in Hearthstone. You have your monstrous warrior crushing your bloody meat puddle you once called a face, or the graceful rogue that will absolutely decimate you before you can throw out any decent cards. And then there's the Warlock. With worthless synergy and painful drawbacks, it's a wonder that people even play this hero. But that's the odd thing about the Warlock deck. It works really well. You just don't really use your demons. Demons have a lower mana cost, but many of them have a drawback, whether it's randomly discard a card or destroy one of your minions. Which is kinda cool. I mean, it gives the Warlock something unique, and it makes sense with the class, but these drawbacks make most of these cards far too risky to play. Which kinda sucks that you can't play the staple cards in your own deck. But don't disenchant those cards yet. The Warlock deck has one of the best hero abilities in the game, Life Tap. For 2 health and 2 mana, you can draw an extra card. Which kinda sounds bad on the surface, but this gives you a card advantage, and that will help you out tremendously. Control decks and aggro decks work the best with Warlocks. I personally run a control deck, and I absolutely love it. With a control deck, your main objective is to always have the best tempo. When you're playing a control deck, you always need the advantage, and with Life Tap, you will always have the advantage, at least with cards. Keep your opponent down while you slowly creep up. This is a general gist of what a control lock deck looks like. I will mention some must-have cards and the cards that I personally use in my own deck. With a control deck, don't expect your giant monsters to win your matches. And don't get too attached to your minions. They are there to do their duty, and their duty is to die. You will have plenty more minions to throw out. Build your deck with plenty of low-cost minions, and only have few of the big guys. With this deck, you're looking to swarm and disable your opponent. You need to control the battlefield. You get it now? You understand? Okay. So the 2 main demon cards you want in this deck are your Voidwalkers and your Blood Imps. You have some cheap tanks to throw out, and with the +1 to a minion's health, your team will get nice and fat. I like to combo the Blood Imp with a Master Swordsmith. This is annoying, especially if you have tanks taunting the damage from them. Dread Infernals and Void Towers can be useful, but remember the drawbacks can really hurt you if you don't play them correctly. Besides the Voidwalkers, have the Shield Master and the Lord of the Arena in your deck. This will give you a nice wall so you can start slapping down your army. Have some Chargers in there to help wipe the board or to face check some secrets. Spellbreakers or any other silence cards are essential to keep your enemies worthless on the field. Have cards like the Nightblade, the Ironforge Rifleman, or the Elven Archer to start taking pot shots at their health, or to pick off low health minions. Speaking of, Mortal Coil is also a must-have for this deck. Kill a minion, gain a card. Just what you need. Minions that can restore your health are always appreciated. They can help negate the damage you take from your enemies, or even from your life tap, but don't have too many of them. As a Warlock, expect to be riding low and dirty with your health. Many of the Warlock spells work great with a control deck. A meek Murloc with power overwhelming can now carve the heart out of many powerful minions. And don't be afraid to use your Twisting Nether. It doesn't matter how many of your boars or kobolds die, all that matters is that all of their good guys are now dead. This is the basic idea of a control deck. Fill the rest with cards that you would think you would need. Just remember that this deck doesn't work well in the late game, so the main objective is to kill them as fast as you can. Do you have a control deck? What do you have in it? Let us know in the comments below. And for all your gaming needs, head over to usgamer.net.